Hey guys, so I finished Boku no Hero Academia episode 3, and I'm just like, the animation, the adaptation, the soundtrack is it's legendary, man. It's like, it's so lit. I don't even care because like I'm seeing Deku, like, you've seen him train. He's pushing like the fridges, like the cars and all that kind of stuff, and then you see the soundtrack coming in. And I'm like, yo, this is awesome. So I love this episode. It was really great to see like just the adaptation of some of the characters, like IIDA and Ochako. They just look beautiful. Like, man, it's so happy to see this get a series. Like, been from this from day one. It's like my baby's growing up, man. But so it's great to see all these like characters and that. So pretty much this episode was awesome. It was a bit different from episode 1 and 2 because the pacing kind of quickened up a bit. With episode 1 and 2, not that I'm complaining, by the way, but episode 1 and 2 was really fleshing out the Boku no Hero verse, the Superhero Society, the origin story with developing the major characters like All Might, Bakugo, and Deku and all that kind of stuff. Episode 3 is just like exposition, like, come on, we're trucking along. With like, we're seeing, you know, they're going to the actual school. Then they got a 10-month time skip. So this episode was really awesome. Like, we saw Deku coming in, coming into the what's it called? The UA school, the school for heroes and that. So they'll be facing the exam next episode, and that episode's gonna be lit. It's gonna be awesome to see what happens. I can't wait to see it get all animated and all that greatness. But yeah, this episode was awesome. Like, what I really liked about it is we really got to see the emphasis, like the extent of Deku's drive, that how much he wants to be a hero, because he was going above and beyond the American Dream plan which All Might gave out for him, and he was like, because the thing is with Deku, he knows that he's at a disadvantage. Everyone else has had their quirks since age of 4, so these guys, the people that he's competing against, that he's going to be in this school, they've had their quirk since age of 4, so they've pretty much, you can kind of see they've mastered their quirk, they've come to terms with it, they know all about it, whereas Deku, who's just received All Might's quirk in this episode at the age of, what, 15 I'm guessing, 16 I'm guessing, he's at a massive disadvantage from everyone else, so he knows the extent of that. That's why he wants to push so hard, but he also wants to push so much because he wants to be the #1 hero. He wants to save people with a fearless smile. That's what he said in this episode. And then, like, you see his overwhelming passion and drive is enlightening All Might. Like, All Might is getting inspired by that as well, as he was in the last episode previously as well. So this episode is really cool with the training. So All Might basically says to Deku, like, you need to clean out this beach pretty much, well, this section of the beach. And what Deku does, Deku's just like, you know what, I'll clean out the whole coastline. Because literally, that's what Deku does. He was tasked with doing just this section of beach, so the beach, so the horizon could be shown. But Deku's like, no, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Let me do the whole thing. And you see him at the end, he's just like towering above everything, like getting the muscle and everything. Because this training is all what's the word? It's all for him becoming a better vessel. Well, not even a better vessel, a suitable vessel, you could say, for All For One. Because if he doesn't, his limbs will pop off and he'll explode pretty much. So I'm not sure about you, but that's something personally, that's something I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But like, like, you know how it goes. So Deku, like, man, Deku's a beast. And what's funny how you see when, like, the adaptation of Ochako is beautiful, because you see Ochako in this chapter, and like Deku's just like, oh, I've talked to a girl, I finally talked to a girl, and he's like, you didn't even say anything. So I'm just like, that's hilarious. Deku, man, that's what I like about this series, man. Especially the anime, not just the manga. The manga's really good at it, but the anime has really fleshed out the comedy. Like, the comedics, I think, yeah, with the anime, I find it much more funnier than I did when I was reading the manga, because I don't remember this being so much more, so humorous, you could say. Because, we're getting a lot of good comedic scenes, a bit lighthearted, but also getting some serious tones, so it's a good balance. I'm liking the balance with that. And it's really awesome to see, like, All Might's English is top notch. Like, it's not top notch, but it's hilarious, because, like, when he comes on the beach and he sees Deku and he's finished, he's like, oh my goodness. Like, the way he says that, and I'm just like, damn, that is so funny. It's hysterical. So, I can't wait to see more of, All Might, see more of Deku. We're going to actually see Deku and all these guys. We're going to see Deku, Bakugo, we're going to see them in the entrance exam. Like, what's the word? Like, yeah, pretty much the entrance exam to get into the actual school. So we know there's a lot of people, because the character who stood up in this episode to make a statement, he was like, what, number 7,000 or something like that. So there's loads of people to try and get in. So I don't know what's the admission, like how many people can get in. I'm not sure. We don't really get a clue on the admission, the amount of people that can actually get in. But I doubt it's like 7,000 people. No way. So a lot of people are gonna get, what's the word, trimmed off. A lot of people are gonna get trimmed off. They're not gonna make it. They're gonna get taken out by the obstacles. We'll have to see what happens. But either way, I'm hyped to see what happens next episode, because we see at the end of it, like they're right at the gates. Like Deku's scared. He's just like, remember what you've been doing this past 10 months. You see IIDA in his suit, Ochako there. I'm just like, yo, this is gonna be greatness. So I can't wait for next week's episode. The pacing was beautiful. Animation, I don't even need to say that, because the animation is just straight out of 10. It's amazing. I'm so happy with what Bones have been doing these past 3 episodes. We've got 10 more, and I hope that I've got no doubt about it that they'll be as beautiful as these past 3 have been. So tell me your thoughts, comment below what you thought of this episode. My opinion, the soundtrack during Deku training was like, it was gold. So tell me your thoughts, comment below. Subscribe for weekly reviews of Boku no Hero, the anime and the manga. If you liked anything that I had to say in this video, drop a like. Tell me your thoughts, comment below. Shinami Sam, and I'll see you next week for that episode 4. See ya.